Match number 42 of the ICCA Arabian Cricket League 2023. Brought to you live and exclusive from this beautiful venue, the ICC Academy Oval Grounds. And it's going to be an exciting encounter tonight. The Vision Shipping taking on the Dubai Wanderers. Well, without wasting further time, let's go out to the center where Farooq Hazmi is with the two captains for the toss.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second leg of this double header. Match number 42 between Dubai Wanderers and TVSL. I've got both the captains and the match referee Akbar Ali, Jack, and Umar. Umar's going to spin the coin.
Tails, please.
Tails is the call.
It's a head.
Heads. TVSL winning the toss. क्या करेंगे उमर भाई?
बैटिंग करेंगे पहले.
थोड़ा ऐसे खड़े हो जाए. क्या रीज़न है बैटिंग करेंगे? आप यूजुअली तो बॉलिंग करते हैं, आज क्या डिसाइड किया बैटिंग करने का?
कोशिश करेंगे कि अच्छे मैक्सिमम स्कोर करना. विकेट अच्छा लग रहा है बैटिंग के लिए, तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्कोर करने की कोशिश करेंगे. और आई डोंट थिंक सो हवा चल रही है, ड्यू नहीं आएगा बाद में, तो थोड़ा सा इजी रहेगा, बॉल हो जाएगा बाद में.
आज क्या आपकी टीम में चेंजेस क्या है?
जी थोड़ी सी हमारे चेंजिंग है. अनफॉर्चुनेट शहबाज अली अनफिट हो गया और साकिब भाई ट्रैवल कर रहे थे, तो कमर रहमान और दानिश कुरैशी खेल रहे हैं. हमारी बॉलिंग स्ट्रेंथ आज ज़्यादा है, तो पहले कोशिश करेंगे अच्छे रन बनाए फिर उसको डिफेंड करें.
आप अभी तक खेले नहीं बहुत सारे मैच, आज आप वापस आ गए हैं टीम में और माशाल्लाह कमर अवान भी हैं, तो आपकी बैटिंग और तगड़ी हो गई है.
अनफिट हुआ था, थोड़ी शोल्डर इंजरी हुई थी, तो अभी दोबारा खेलना शुरू किया. होप्स के कंप्लीट रिदम के साथ खेलूँगा.
चले, बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
थैंक यू.
Jack, what would you have liked to do?
No, we're happy to bowl. We're to bowl first anyway, so we're happy with the situation.
Yeah, you've always gotten into a game with this mindset that you want to bowl, you want to defend a target. Yeah, so why is this? This is a brilliant wicket to bat on first up.
I think that's it. I think if there's anything, it's early on with the new ball, and then because it's such a good wicket, we're quite happy to try and chase anything. So we're happy with that.
Did you have any changes in your squad?
Yeah, we've got 4 changes today actually. So obviously Danny Pawson, our captain's injured. James Gearing's had a baby, and we've got 2 unavailable. So we've got in Scott Doody's back, Aaron Lilly makes his debut, Brad Stadden makes his debut, and Ben Quirk comes back in. So we're happy with that.
This is a top side. You're looking forward to this game?
Absolutely right. You play for the challenge, right? And obviously I think they're the favourites for the competition. We're happy with how we're going, so we're looking forward to the challenge, definitely.
We've loved how you've gone about your game. Have a good one today.
Thank you very much.
Well guys, that's it. TVSL winning the toss and electing to bat first.
The Vision Shipping winning the toss and electing to bat first. The playing 11 for both teams. Umar Arshad right at the top with Ali Abid, Awais Sarfraz, Danish Qureshi, Faizur Rahman, Ikram Janjua, Muhammad Nadeem, Kamar Awan, Sajjad Maluk, Ubaidullah Muhammad and Zishan Abid. And for the Wanderers, Jack Luffman captaining today, Aaron Lindley, Aaron Wright, Abdullah Kayani, the left-arm spinner, Avinash Korea, Ben Quirk, the pacer, Ben Wilgoss, the wicket keeper. Well, so we're just about to start the first ball. Good delivery to start up with. Well, it's an exciting game in hand. The Vision Shipping, another very, very good team, taking on the Dubai Wanderers, who've also been in very good red-hot form. But tonight they're without their regular skipper Danny Pawson, who's injured. So Jack Luffman will be captaining tonight. Kamar Awan and Ubaidullah Muhammad, the 2 opening batters for the Vision Shipping. Bradley Stadden opening the proceedings as first ball on the pads. In fact, the second ball has been dispatched to the boundary very nicely from Kamar Awan. Vision Shipping on their way off the mark with a nice boundary there, Kamar Awan. You can't bowl to the pads for a batter like Kamar Awan, usually a very, very strong batter off his pads. So Bradley Stadden slightly bowling, going down leg, and he's been severely punished. Vision Shipping a very good team. Remember, these are the Vision Shipping are a Tier A team going around the domestic circuit, playing a lot of cricket all over the UAE, the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium, Ajman, Dubai, here also at the ICCA Academy. So well-seasoned unit. Gonna be very exciting to see how they go about it tonight. Lovely conditions here at the ICCA Academy. The climate's beginning to get cooler as we enter the winter period. Temperature ranging around the mid-20s. Lovely breeze blowing across the ground. And with these conditions, you will find that bit of swing and seam on offer. To start off with, good delivery. Nice tight lines and lengths from Bradley Stadden. The vision shipping, they will be quite aware of the fact of the batting prowess of the Dubai Wanderers. They have a very good batting lineup. Oh, trying to play that across the line there, Kamarawan. Gets the bottom part of the bat. So they'll know that they'll need to get an early start, get a good start, utilize these power play overs, and make sure to provide the best start earlier on. Well, I've been joined here in the comm box by the one and only, the legendary, the iconic Samir Yunus to the comm box. Welcome, Samir.
Thank you. That's a lot of adjectives in one sentence. I'll take that. A bit of Thursday evening attention. Good start this from both teams. A bit iffy, the batters. Bradley Stadden has been accurate wicket-to-wicket stuff, which is what is needed on this track. We haven't seen too much swing even from the previous game, which means the bowlers have got their work cut out. Variations, change of pace, off cutters. That will be the order of the day from the bowlers tonight.
Well, it's been a good start here by Bradley. Just 5 runs off the first over so far. And it remains 5 runs in the first over. Good start by the Wanderers. Vision shipping 5 for no loss.
Five for none at the end of one. Abdullah Kayani. A bit of spin to start things off here for the Wanderers. This is a different strategy from the men in pink. We saw medium pacers ruling the first game, but here the Wanderers choosing to go slightly different. He's a good bowler, left arm spin of Abdullah Kayani. And he starts off with a bit of flight. Kamarawan likes to stand tall and drive on the up, and he's done exactly that off the first ball for a nice looking boundary here.
Well, gentle loosener by Abdullah Kayani, bowling it full, and all Kamarawan had to do was rely on his timing and placement, and he did that to perfection. It's a boundary of the very first ball. Abdullah Kayani will be feeling a bit of pressure here now. He's a very, very good bowler, usually bowls on the stumps just like that. Soft hands, a quick single down to point. And now Ubaidullah will be getting an opportunity under the floodlights here at the ICC Academy.
They should be fun. Ubaidullah against the spinner. Yes, he's taking it away from him, but Ubaidullah is not the kind of batter who likes to be kept quiet. He's recently been hitting some big runs, and today he'll look to continue that. There's a deep mid-wicket. In fact, there's a backward point also in place. And a quicker delivery there, completely taking him by surprise. That cut through him. He looked to cut it to the offside, but he just hadn't enough time to even get his bat down. Abdullah Kayani, he draws first blood.
Mohammad Ubaidullah, the man of the match of that previous game, was completely undone by a jaffer of a delivery from Abdullah Kayani. Striking early here. Unfortunately, today not being Ubaidullah's day. Vision Shipping lose their first wicket. Ubaidullah departs for a duck. It's 10 for 1.
New batter in is Mohammad Nadeem, another big hitter of the ball, but this is early trouble for the Vision Shipping, as Abdullah Kayani has found a way through the gap of Ubaidullah's bat and pad. This one again coming back into the right-hander. Wanderers, you can see their body language now. They're all hyped up after that first wicket.
Well, tonight here at the ICC Academy is the show of the left-arm spinners. You saw Haider Ali do it previously for the 7 districts. Wahab as well. Now Abdullah Kayani. Very, very good bowlers. Look at that. Tight lines and lengths. Started off with a boundary. Since then, he's been on point, on the mark. Hardly giving any room for the batters to freeze arms. Fantastic over this has been.
Immaculate control with the new ball for the spinner. That's very impressive to see. It's good, nice action. That stayed low. Mohammad Nadeem can be a bit tentative early on. And this is good stuff from the Wanderers. They're keeping things very tight against the Vision Shipping. 2 overs done. A good over this from Abdullah Kayani. 10 for 1.
Oh, that's nice. He played nicely, swiveled across. But he did pick up the only fielder on the leg side of the boundary line down to fine leg. And that was Kamarawan. Mohammad Nadeem gets a chance. He's a very good batter, been in very good form. Going to be very interesting to see how he goes about it tonight.
Really bending his back on that one, Bradley. Channeling his inner Bradley. He's got a feel that they are finding his lucky there. I think he tried to go for that bouncer, but just didn't get it right. The line wasn't good enough. Idea was good. Execution, not so much. Nadeem has got the helmet out now. There you go. That little grunt that he pulls out when delivering tells you that he's really giving in some effort, bending his back, trying to extract some bounce early on this track.
Looks a decent bowler, isn't he, Bradley Stadden? He'll want to try and get a couple of breakthroughs here earlier on for Vision Shipping, especially these 2 batters, Kamarawan and Mohammad Nadeem, perhaps the 2 of the best batters in the Vision Shipping lineup. If you can get them early, we'll be able to put some pressure on them. Once again, look at that shot. Great anticipation. Signs of a good batter when you have that extra bit of time to get on the back foot and place it to wherever you want it to.
I think they've done their homework on someone like Qamar Awan. They know that if you do offer him width, he's going to cut you. But anything that's straight, he looks to go behind square. And that's why that fine leg fielder is in the deep early on in the power play. So this is good stuff from the Dubai Wanderers. They've done their research. They've seen these players and what they do, what their strengths are. And they're bowling according to a plan. Good delivery. Bit of bounce on that. Got to Nadeem quicker than he would have thought. And to keep someone like Nadeem on 1 off 5 is a decent achievement so far.
Bradley Stadden, a tall bowler, he will get a bit of extra bounce. We've not seen too much of swing and seam tonight. Very surprising with the overhead conditions that we've had here in Dubai. Usually even on a bright sunny day, you will find the ball jogging around. But tonight, it's just been going straight. This one hits it with the line and gets it all the way down to the ICC Academy panels. What a shot from Nadeem. That's what he can do to you. You slightly give him some space and he will punish you.
He lined him up, didn't he? He saw what he was doing in the previous couple of deliveries, then made room for himself, freed his arms and went up and over. The first maximum for Mohammad Nadeem, and I can tell you, it won't be the only one. Because the pitch is doing nothing. The ball is doing nothing. And now he seems to have got a measure of what these bowlers are giving him.
I hope you don't jinx him here, Samir. TVS needs him. You almost did there. Good delivery. Yorker length trying to come down the track, get him on the full. Misses it. So 3 overs done. Vision shipping 19 for 1.
Abdullah Khani into his second. He's picked up a wicket already. They'll play him carefully now. Won't underestimate the left arm spin of Abdullah Kayani. He's been brilliant throughout the tournament, especially with the new ball for Dubai Wanderers. And he's doing it again tonight against a very fancied vision shipping side. Qamar Awan is on strike now. Hit a couple of boundaries already. This one's driven nicely too, passing the cover fielder. Long off, will give it a chase, but it's just too far from him. When he's played that drive, I think it's looked beautiful. It's looked very elegant, just like a wow.
So beautiful, so elegant. What a shot from Qamar Awan. That's absolutely glorious, wasn't it? Just like you, Samir. Oh, that's nice. He played there. A neat tickle. Gonna be interesting to see if he got any bat there. No, it is pad, so it is a leg by.
Yeah, Abdullah's bowled well, if at all. There's only criticism about him has been that he's been a little too full to Qamar Awan. Qamar Awan is a kind of batter. You give him that length, he'll drive you all day. Now this should be a decent battle here. Nadeem, who likes to go big against Abdullah Kayani. Looking for that big swing over mid-wicket. It'll just be a single, but already you could see that he was looking to go big.
Yeah, they're making the intentions very clear here, division shipping. They want to utilize these power play overs, get some runs on the board. They will be quite aware of the fact that the Wanderers have a very good batting lineup. Once again, a good delivery.
Now that Qamar Awan has driven him a couple of times on the fuller delivery outside off, it's already putting Abdullah Kayani off his line. 2 times now he's sprayed down his leg side, looking to go a bit too straight and pulling the length back. And because there's no turn, it's going down the leg side.
Very good delivery. That time he's got his bearings right there. Abdullah Khan has bowled 2 very good overs here. 1 for 10 so far. 4 overs done and dusted. Vision shipping 25 for 1. So Bradley continues his third over. A good delivery, good change of length there. This time digging it short. And equally, Kamar Awan. In fact, there was Mohammad Nadeem not able to making contact.
Well, I'm not sure if our stump mics are picking it up, but there's a really loud grunt being put out by Bradley Stadden every time he delivers. It echoes throughout the stadium. We here in the comm box are certainly hearing it. That tells you there's putting in a lot of effort in his deliveries. Shot again. Mohammad Nadeem this time looked to make room and go over the off, but was a bit of a slower bouncer, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that also kind of came into the right-hander. It's been a rare commodity tonight, the in-swinger. Something that we've not witnessed, surprisingly. It's been a day where it has been easy to hit the bowlers with the line. Oh, has he got a nick? Has he got a nick? Yes, he has. The umpire lifts his finger. But Muhammad Nadeem looks shell-shocked as he feels that he's not nicked it there. This is going to be a very interesting replay.
Well, everyone other than Nadeem thought that he's got an edge there. But Nadeem seems to be very, very unhappy with that decision. The bowler, the keeper, everyone in the field went up immediately as soon as he played and missed that. But here's another look at it. Yeah, look at the reaction from the keeper, the fielder, third man, the bowler. The umpire too was quite convinced. They were quite sure. Well, he can protest all he wants, but he has to walk back. Mohammad Nadeem, so not the best of nights for him. He has to depart, and Dubai Wanderers, well, they're right on top. Couple of quick wickets here in the start. 25 for 2.
New batter Ali Abid in at number 4 for Division Shipping. Bradley Stadden getting that timely breakthrough. A big, big wicket of Mohammad Nadeem. Solidly played behind that Ali Abid.
This is, from what we've seen so far at least, a good batting wicket here at the ICCA Academy, but the bowling's been brilliant so far. They've kept the batters guessing, bowled very tight lines, almost forcing them to play those big shots, and as a result, they've picked up a couple of quick wickets inside the power play. And when you can do that to the Division Shipping, that tells you that you've done your homework, you've laid your plans very well. Short ball should be down the leg side. Unless he got something to it, it should be called a wide. Yes, the umpire will extend his arms.
Well, the old trick in the book, isn't it? The ball slides down leg, you appear, trying to put the umpire off. But this umpire Vipin Singh, is a very, very experienced campaigner in his field. We've seen some top-class umpires here at the ICC Academy. Mr. Vipin Singh, Mr. Imran Munir, also Mr. Akbar Ali, internationally capped. That's a beautiful delivery. Angling it into the right hand. I think perhaps that's going to be called another leg by, and yes it is.
Yeah, he's using the crease now. Bradley Stadden just coming slightly wider and getting that angle into the right-handed batter. You can see that effort that he's putting in. You can see he's holding his hips now. He's really breathing in, breathing out. Taking his time to deliver every delivery. Some serious fitness here from these boys. Yes, it's nice and gloomy, windy conditions, but it's never easy to come in and bowl 6 quick deliveries. Slow one, beautifully bowled and well dug out as well from Kamarawan. Good over. This is a great over, in fact, from Bradley Stadden. They pick up that wicket, and at the end of 5, it's 27 for 2.
Clint Shaw has been introduced into the attack to bowl the last over of the power play. He's a very special talent, this man. The previous game single-handedly brought the Dubai Wanderers right back into the game with 4 wickets. 2 runouts as well.
Yeah, Big Berkey, as I like to call him. Never keep him out of the game. Runs in, constantly asking questions from the batters, and today he's been asked to come in a little earlier than he usually does. Starts off with a wide. He's the kind of bowler who's always going to be at you. He did come on very late in that game in which he picked up 4 wickets. In the end, that turned out well for Dubai Wanderers. They kept him, they reserved him for that death over role. Today he's been given a slightly newer ball.
I'm not very sure if I like this option here, Samir, because he's been very effective in the depth overs. Maybe I don't mind seeing, perhaps give him 1 over here and just check how he goes and keep 3 for the end, because he's been extremely effective and has been picking up a lot of wickets towards that the death.
I think it's got to do with the fact that they're bowling first and also the situation of the game. They've got 2 quick wickets. They've got a new batter in. The vision shipping are under a bit of pressure, so might as well get one of your best bowlers in and pile on that pressure. Keep it coming rather than save him for later when they might just not need him. So maybe trying something. And I don't mind seeing that slower delivery outside off. Pull that. He would have been better off playing that on the offside. Another dot ball.
Well, Kamarawan's been out there for some time. 16 of 16. It's about time now he gets a move on. It's not helped the cause that they've lost 2 wickets, so you can understand them being a little watchful at this stage. But the last 4 balls of the power play, they'll want to make use of it. Oh, that's a good delivery. Has the umpire? Yes, the umpire thinks that's hitting middle of middle. And well, Samir, yeah, you're spot on there, my friend. He's got the breakthrough.
Look at that for a delivery. Full and straight. Looking to play that big shot on the onside that hit him on a back leg. Well, there can never be a doubt on that one. Kamarawan was gone for all money. He knew it himself the moment it struck him. What a start this is from the Dubai Wanderers. They picked up 3 big wickets. Now Kamarawan has to walk back. It's 29 for 3.
Well, what an over this has been from Clint Shaw. Oh, getting an outside edge. Almost carrying to that short third fielder. It's been a very, very good over from Clint Shaw so far. Just given away 2 runs. And he's picked up that big wicket of Kamarawan.
Well, Abid has been joined by his namesake, Ali Abid and Zishan Abid on the crease out there. And I thought he played that shot deliberately there, I think. Opened the face of the bat. Didn't realize that that point fielder was in so close. Got away with that, I thought. I'll just pull out now Zishan Abid. Maybe some conversation in the middle of that run-up, which is, by the way, not allowed. Just to educate our viewers. The moment the bowler starts his run-up, that's when your fielders are not supposed to make any noise. No clapping, no chirping, no extra movement allowed. Yes, you can walk up as a fielder, but no real movement that makes the batsman's attention go away. Yeah, that's what vision chipping will need to do here. In fact, it's a direct hit. And the umpire says no need to go upstairs. What an effort this is from the Wanderers. They're picking up wickets with the bowling and with the fielding as well. I was going to say drop it softly and go for the one, but this was brilliant. Completely brilliant.
Well, Jonty Rhodes in the house. Look at that one stump to aim at. And he hits the bullseye. Brilliant stuff there by the Wanderers. And the vision shipping well. Now they're tottering. 4th wicket down. And this is absolute disaster. Zishan Abid departs for a duck. It's 29 for 4. Well, vision shipping. They are in absolute tatters here. Clint Birkinshaw, what an over. What an over this has been. Completes his first. 2 wickets in that over. 1 being a run out. Power play was done and dusted. Belongs to the Wanderers, 29 for 4. Well, so Avinash Korea has been introduced into the attack to bowl the 7th over. Vision shipping. Well, they are in chatters here at this stage. Samir, what a start this is for the Wanderers. Getting a team like the Vision shipping at 29 for 4 after the power play overs. And if you ask the captains before the toss that this is where you'd be, he'll say, I'll take it with both hands.
Yeah, and that first ball tells you why. Every bowler that has come onto the scene has bowled with accuracy, discipline, and in the right areas. And that's what has got them those 4 wickets and this brilliant start. However, the job is not done yet. They can't afford to be complacent. Zishan Abid is a very experienced batter. Generally, their wicket keeper. But he's someone who can certainly turn things around for the men in red. But so far, brilliant from the men in pink. They've been right on the money from ball 1, whether it's with delivering it or fielding it.
Flighter, there's an opportunity, just falls short of the point fielder. It was Abdullah Kayani who was just charging in, just not carrying through. He would have had his heart in his mouth there, Umar Arshad, for a second.
Abdullah Kayani there. Thought he had it for a second, you're right. And that's another brilliant delivery from Avinash Karia. Right ham off spin. Don't see it too much these days. He's just floated that outside off. And it's not turned. Umar Rashad is playing for the turn. Never easy here at the academy playing spin. Another dot ball. The pressure's on for the vision shipping.
Well, what an over this has been from Carrier. One run, and he's been on point from the ball from the moment he's coming to bowl. Once again, hit hard. Oh, he badly wanted to have stopped that. So single to end the 7th. It's 31 for 4. Well, so Avinash, in fact, it's Abdullah Khayani is coming to bowl the 8th over, as I've been joined here in the com box by Farooq Khazmi. Welcome back, Farooq. Exciting game ahead.
Thank you, Atik. Yes, it is going to be exciting. Wanderers are right on top here. They've prized out 4 very important wickets. This wicket does have a little bit of spin on offer. The ball is gripping, and they've fielded absolutely brilliantly, the Wanderers.
The Wanderers right now bossing the game. They'll need to be very ruthless with their approach. They've got to go for the kill. If they can get another 1 or 2 breakthroughs here, especially that of Umar Arshad or Zishan Abid, it would put them in a very good position, because mind you, the Vision Shipping are a team with a lot of experience. They play a lot of cricket, so they can bat right down the order. So you give them that opportunity to rebuild, they will take it with both hands. The Wanderers have been fantastic so far.
Yeah, they've bowled wicket to wicket, been aggressive, and they've reaped the rewards of this good disciplined bowling. Umar Arshad's captaining the side. He'll have to play a good innings today, have to see off this innings. If he stays on, they can post in excess of 160.
Well, yeah, they certainly do. Abdullah Khayani, he just gets through his overs pretty fast, isn't he? Already bowling his 3rd. Oh, that was been given a wide, but that was mightily close to that outside edge. It's just given away 6 runs now of the first 5 balls. Oh, that was again down the leg side. Abdullah Khayani slightly getting wavered here now.
Yeah, he's let the pressure off slightly. This is what they need to do, Atik. They need to keep picking these 1s and 2s. Not look for boundaries right now. Just try and build a partnership. Run hard between the wickets, and they'll get bad balls. End of the 8th over, 40 for 4.
Forty for 4. Oh, that's nice. He flicked off the pads. But there is a fielder there in the deep. The Wanderers now The last few deliveries have been slightly wavered. They've got to be very particular. They've got to make sure that they bowl some tight lines and lengths here. They cannot let go of these owners. That's this advantage that they've managed to find for themselves here.
Definitely, they need to keep putting that pressure. This is a beautiful shot. Zishan Abid is very strong square of the wicket. Slight room and he will hit you through that point and cover region. Brilliant fielding there by Scott Doody. Pick up 2 important runs.
.43 for 4. Avinash Karia. It's bowled extremely well so far. An opportunity, but there is no fielder there. That was a very, very good delivery. Once again, pitched around that the good length, and it just jumped up. It just exploded off the pitch.
Yeah, very lucky Zishan Abid. That didn't go to hand and pulled away straight down the ground. Umar Arshad is very good at picking these 1s and 2s.
I'd like to see them bring another fielder up into the circle, Farooq, with 2 new batters, relatively new batters out there in the middle. Not be a bad idea when you've got them 45 for 4 at the 9th over. Perhaps just try and plug in one of those positions where they can get an easy single. Try and create the pressure. Make them do something that they'll not want to do at this stage.
Well, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? They've so far bowled very well. Not done anything out of the ordinary. Slight change in the field. Now the wide cover fielder goes into a conventional sweeper cover. If they have another fielder up in the ring, they can probably buy a wicket, but they can also go for runs.
Certainly. Oh, good delivery! Was there an outside edge? Did Ben Wilgross drop an opportunity there? With the kind of the way the bowler responded, it seemed like there was an outside edge. Well, let's be more about it in the next over. 9 overs done, 46 for 4. Possibly. Looked like there was an outside edge, but waiting for the replay. Well, so it's going to be Ben Quirk who's been introduced into the attack. This is going to be very interesting to see how he goes about it. Oh, it's been given a wide. Bit of late swing there. Very good work there by Ben Wilgross behind the stump.
Ben Quirk will get that away movement. The breeze is definitely going to aid him. He can bowl wicket to wicket. Not very easy to get away. This is brilliant wicket keeping there by Ben Wilgross.
High class stuff. This is Ben Wilgross, one of the best wicket keepers in the local UAE domestic circuit, along with Mohammad Salman for the Gems Education. To me, are the 2 best in the business. Very quick hands. Quick single down. So a couple of wides to start off with Ben Quirk. So small partnership building here between these two. 17 run stand. At one stage they were 29 for 4. Since then, a bit of repair job done here by the Vision Shipping.
Well bowled. control those extras. Let the batters make a mistake. Try to take him on. Try to look for gaps. Try to manufacture a shot.
Once again, a great take behind the wicket there by Ben Virgos. Oh, good delivery. Maybe got a bit of bat there. Gonna be interesting. And I think it is been given runs.
Yeah, there's an inside edge onto that. Umar Arshad straight away signaling with his bat. Indian shipping resting a lot of their senior players. Shahbaz Ali is injured, giving him a rest. Rohit Khan not playing today. He told me at the toss he's not playing.
Well, since those two wides, he's come back quite well here. Ben Quirk. 49 for 4. 2 more balls to end the halfway stage. The current run rate is 4.98. So the Wanderers will be quite happy with how things have swayed on. That's a good delivery. Jacking back into the right-hander. Knocked around for a quick single. A bit of a misfield, but no damage is done. 10 overs complete. It's 50 for 4.
Avinash Karia back. He's bowled quite well. Hasn't given anything away. Umar Rashid goes for that slog sweep. Top edge, just get 2 runs.
Very lucky there, Umar Arshad. The Wanderers bowlers, they've done exceedingly well. They've got to make sure that they find a way to get a breakthrough here if they can break this partnership. Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery from Avinash Karia. Beautifully flighted, drawing the batter forward and then beating him through the air. That's a dream delivery for an off-spinner.
Yeah, that angle from round the wicket is working for him. Umar not very confident and he's hit that straight to the cover fielder. Umar Arshad's been dismissed, the skipper. This is very dangerous signs for TVSL.
Well, that is great bowling. Avinash Karia, this wicket is for his brilliance. He beautifully flighted the previous delivery. He was beaten in the air. This time again he did the same thing, brought the length closer to the batter, encouraged him to drive, got it on the up, caught at covers. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. The Vision shipping, they lose their 5th wicket. Umar Arshad departs. It's 52 for 5.
Sajjad Malook walks out to bat. TVSL in a lot of trouble.
Sajjad Malook straight away off the mark. First ball. Well, that wicket was beautifully priced out by Avinash Karia. He's been rewarded for some excellent bowling. He's been outstanding. 53 for 5 now. The Wanderers have played extremely well tonight. Nicely placed into the gap. They're looking for a second. But they just get one run. A very good throw from the boundary line.
Again, very good bowling, very good over. It's just given away 4 runs, picked up a very important wicket. If they can prize out Sajjad Malook, he can hit a long ball. If they can get his wicket, they can definitely wrap this innings up in under 120. Beautifully bowled. That's plumb in front, and he's done it. Avinash has bowled an absolutely brilliant third over. Double wicket in that over. Sajjad Malook, feet stuck to the crease.
Yes, just look at that. Oh, he played all around that. It was a very good delivery. Avinash Karia, well, he's putting on an absolute show here. What a spell this has been. 2 for 12. Sajjad Malook not troubling the scorers tonight. Vision Shipping are in complete disarray. 54 for 6. Bro, your friend is on tomorrow with us.
That's why I was gonna fucking blast Rashid.
Well, Abdullah Khayani now bowling in tandem with Avinash Karia. But what a performance this has been, Farooq. It's been absolutely brilliant from the men in pink, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a very good performance and streaky boundary here for Zishan Abid. He's very strong in that. Plays a very decent cut shot. This time, Abdullah bowled that quicker.
Yeah, a regulation edge there, but that was very, very tough for the wicket keeper. Not when you bowl at that pace. When you slash and slash hard, it's almost impossible to get that. Zishan Abid now moves on to 14. Abdullah Khayani and Avinash Karia, they've just simply broken the backbone of the Vision Shipping batters here.
Avinash has bowled superbly. Getting that ball to grip and turn. So far, we've not seen him turn any balls before this game today, but today he's been bowling brilliantly. Very important 2 wickets for him. And of course, Abdullah Khayani always bowls a very economical spell.
Yes, he's been one of the best bowlers in the tournament, Abdullah Khayani, amongst the top 10 wicket takers in the leaderboard. As he played there for a single down to sweeper cover.
Faisal Rahman, the new batter, we haven't seen too much of him. He bowls leg spin. He's a new addition to this Vision Shipping side. Youngster will be looking to cement his place. Another good delivery. That was pretty harsh there by the umpire. Call this a wide. 7 runs in the over so far. Slightly expensive in terms of Abdullah's standards. Hardly gives anything away. He's got one of the best economies in that leaderboard.
Once again, another very good over. He did go for a boundary, but then since that, he's come back really well, Abdullah Kayani. 12 overs done, 62 for 6. Flighted nicely. Oh, and he's been bowled. Gets an inside edge. Onto the pads. Trickles down to the stumps. And the Vision Shipping lose their 7th wicket.
Well, this is very unlucky for Zishan. What a way to get out, and what a spell, Avinash. Certainly looks like it's his night. Look at that. An under edge onto his pads, and then his boot kicked the ball back into the stumps. Zishan Abid departs. The team tattering 62 for 7.
Well, what a performance this has been from the Wanderers. What a performance it has been from Avinash Karia. He's been tremendously brilliant tonight. 3 for 12 of 3.1 overs. And he's just completely destroyed the Vision Shipping. Three for 12. Nicely flighted, but that was definitely going down leg. Avinash Karia, what a night. The Vision Shipping, well, who would have thought walking into this game, Farooq, that after 12 overs, the Vision Shipping will find themselves in this position.
This is the difference between Wanderers and Mideast Metals. Both of them are playing against the top sides, and at the toss, when I spoke to Jack and I asked him about what he thought about playing against the top side, and he said we're here to compete, and they've shown it today. This is what me and Samir were talking about as well, that they look like they're switched on, they look like they want to play good cricket and at least put on a show.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? It's all about turning yourselves up on that particular day and not let the reputation of the opposition get the better of you. Just look at that. That was nicely played there. Very good timing behind that Ikram Janjua. He can bat. He's a decent bat himself. Oh, that was in the air. So, it's been a very, very good performance. Just been outstanding tonight.
And this is a top spell. He's bowled very smartly today. He's varied his pace really well today, Avinash. He usually bowls a lot quicker, but today he's definitely not bowled at one pace. Very impressive bowling performance. Look at that spell. 4 overs, 3 for 18 against a very strong Vision Shipping batting lineup. End of 13 overs, 68 for 7. Ben Kirk bowling his second overs, bowled a decent first. Beautiful in swinger there. This is good running. Well, they'll have to just pick the ones and twos. They've already lost 6 wickets. Just under the pump here, the vision shipping. They'll want to get to at least 150, but that looks very difficult from where they're standing currently. 13 overs, 69 for 7.
Ben Quirk bowling his second over. Can he try and wrap things up here for the Wanderers, or gets that leading edge? Oh, great throw. What a throw from the boundary line. That was Big Berkey with that rocket-like throw. 70 for 7 now, vision shipping. With 6 overs in hand, they'll want to, in fact 7 overs with this, they'll want to bat out. Try and get to a respectable score, perhaps get to about the 125, 130 mark if they can give their bowler something to bowl at.
Well, this is a top effort by the Wanderers. They've been very disciplined in their bowling and fielding. They'll want to have a similar approach while they bat. They will need to try and make use of that power play.
Very good delivery. Very, very good delivery. Completely lost that. Somehow Ikram Janjua playing across the line. Not the right approach when you have a full delivery. Going across, trying to play it squarer on the leg side. You've got to play it in the V. Nicely played down. That's better. Play it in the way, as we've heard the coaches say to us. Coming new to the crease.
Ikram's very lucky. Ben Wilcox didn't collect it cleanly. There was a stumping on offer. Had he collected cleanly, Ikram was gone. He gave Ben Wilcox a right stare. And a 14 over, 72 for 7.
Alright, so Big Berkey is back into the attack to bowl his second over. 73 for 7. Faizu Rahman 5 of 6. Ikram Janjua 7 of 7. And can clean Birkinshaw clean up the tail here for the vision shipping. As I've been joined here in the com box by Samir Yunus. Welcome back, Samir. It's been a brilliant game, hasn't it?
The Wanderers have really taken control here. They have a stranglehold on this very fancied and reputable vision shipping side. They just haven't allowed them, any of the batters for that matter, to settle in. They've bowled smartly, have had good plans, done their research against specific batters and just come and delivered to perfection. Nicely hit away towards the offside. There is a gap there and that'll run away to the boundary. Vision shipping needed it. They needed this desperately. They needed a few more of those in these next few overs.
Boundary, a rare commodity for the vision shipping. Comes off Ikram Janjua's bat now. Well, he's got a couple of boundaries going into his innings. So this will give him some confidence. Perhaps going into this innings, he'll need to bat out the next 6 overs with Faizur Rahman. They'll need a partnership on. Oh, good change of pace there. Smart bowling.
Yeah, I was looking to go offside again, but just at the last moment, realized that Berkey had taken the pace off it and just bringing his bat down in a defensive position there. Ikram Janjua has got the boundary now. Both of them, him and Faizur Rahman, their first target will be to get them to 100 at least. Slower delivery again. This one's gone past the off stump, stayed very low. Ikram Janjua unable to make a connection. 78 for 7 is all they've managed, and we're almost at the end of the 15th over. I think 100 runs from here is the bare minimum that Vision Shipping need to make a game out of it. They need those 3 figures.
Well, I think they'll at least need to get to that 130 mark, Samir, if they're to give their bowler something to bowl at. This time again, a bit too loose there from Klingberg, and shot opportunity. And they're pushing for a third, but both batters have backed down way too much, so unable to commit to that third. The Wanderers have a very good batting lineup, but one of the biggest, perhaps their issue for the Wanderers is their top scorer in the tournament. The skipper, Danny Pawson, is injured and not playing today. Well, that's a nice shot, just wide of that fielder at square leg, and he gets another boundary. So Ikram Janjua, he has been getting some runs here now. 15 overs done, 84 for 7.
Five overs left in this innings. Ikram and Faizur Rahman are in the middle of a repair job here for Vision Shipping. Ben Quirk into his third has been very economical, just 11 runs given away so far. This has been nicely lifted over the covers. There will be a chase and he will manage to pull it off. No. Good effort there, but he just was unable to get his ball, get his hand for that matter completely behind the ball to push it away into the field.
Well, this partnership now is suddenly looking to be threatening here for the Wanderers. A 26-run stand between these two. And if they go on at this stage, I think they will be able to reach that 120, 130 mark we've been talking about. The Bridgeters Kosos as 116. Nicely pushed down. The runs are now coming thick and fast, Samir.
Yeah, these two have now understood that they need to play the ball to its merit. Can't be taking risks of playing those big shots in aggression. Got to play where the ball is being delivered, and so far it's worked well for them. They've done a decent job so far. This partnership is now 27 runs. At one point it seemed like they might just get all up for about 80, but they've done well to resurrect, but they still have a long way to go. Another 28 deliveries left. Look to get at least 40 runs off them. Nice little sweep shot there. They won't get the single. A good call given the way Wanderers have been fielding tonight.
A risky option there by Ikram Janjua, playing across the line for a full delivery. Lucky for him, he did make contact, or else he would have been caught plumb in front. Ben Quirk, another very good bowler, usually bowls extremely well in the death overs. So he will be bowling the 18th over as well.
Well, Quirk does seem to have a very quirky action, that's for sure. He does angles it, in this case, away from the left-hander. Yeah, look at that. Just the way his hand comes out. It's almost like an angle that's difficult to read early on for a batter. But so far, Janjua has done well to get him off.
Oh,
This
that's
is-
in the air. Just wide of the fielder. They push for a second. Oh, was he shot? He seemed to be struggling to get to the non-striker's end. The umpire, has he gone upstairs? Does he decide to go upstairs? But I think he's quite confident that the batter made his ground.
Yeah, he didn't increase it. That, if at all, was the only bit of excitement for the Wanderers. He almost tapped his bat into the crease, and that's why they thought maybe it might be worth a look upstairs. But the umpire, Mr. Vipin Singh, seems convinced that there's no need to go up because he had a bird's eye view there. Good couple of runs here. They've got past the 90 mark. Now the vision shipping.
Every run matters here. Every run matters. The Wanderers have been extremely good up to this point. Oh, once again, a fuller delivery and a misfield gives a boundary. The Wanderers cannot get complacent at this stage. They've got to be very ruthless on the field. And the boundary of the last ball. Look at that. A straight one through the legs, as we call it back in Sri Lanka. It's called the Boku. 16 overs done. 95 for 7. Well, the last couple of overs, runs have been begun to flow from the vision shipping batters. A strange shot there. Pulling that way outside off, from outside off, pulling it down to leg.
He decided 2 days ago that he's going to play the sweep shot to that one. That's why he got down on one knee very early. In the end, a decent shot for a single. 95 on the board now. 24 deliveries, 23 deliveries left to be precise in this innings. Again, 30 runs and they'll get past that 120 mark, and then they'll expect their bowlers to try and create a bit of drama here in the second innings.
Good delivery there by Aaron Linley, who's just been introduced into the attack from the ICCA Academy end, bowling the 17th over. Oh, an opportunity, a top edge, straight down the throat of the Abdullah Kayani. Well, he says that he completely lost sight of that, but somehow all what that matters is he caught it. And there you see Danny Pawson, the 12th man, the injured skipper, congratulating his fielder.
Yeah, he had to take that catch. Ikram Janjua and Faisal Rahman were stitching together a partnership that looked threatening for the Wanderers, but Abdullah Kayani, that's the man. You can't keep him out of the game. Has taken that catch despite being blinded by the light. Eventually hangs on to it, and those can be the difference in the end. Good little innings this from Janjua. Unfortunately, he couldn't bat the 20 overs. He has to walk. Vision Shipping lose the 8th with 4 runs short of the 3-figure mark. 96 on the board. Aaron is among the wickets now for the Wanderers. Much needed one, that one of Ikram Janjua. Every bowler that has come on, I think, has contributed in some way or the other, and that's why this Wanderers team is so high-spirited in the way they play their game.
Once again, this been skied. Is a fielder coming under it? Is this the 9th? It is. Clint Birkinshaw, the safest of fielders going around, will hardly drop a catch, and the Vision Shipping lose their 9th. Great stuff. This is Aaron Lilly. Gets his 2nd wicket of this over.
Mr. Lindley is in among the act. Nicely flighted delivery, ball from behind the stumps. He felt like he had to go big, but he found that mid-wicket fielder, and who else but Big Berkey to hold on to that. 9 wickets down now. Vision Shipping looking like they won't even make it to 100. 96 for 9.
Well, Vision Shipping, they've got their sails knocked off here by the Wanderers. Thanks to some brilliant performance. The bowlers have been outstanding here. Aaron Lindley picking up his 2nd wicket of the over. And the new batter in at number 11 is Awais Sarfraz. 1 more ball to go in the over. Can he get this breakthrough as well? Can he wrap it up? Oh, good delivery. Solidly played behind that Awais Sarfraz. 17 overs done. It's 96 for 9.
Quirky to bowl the 18th over. Beats the outside edge of Faizur Rahman. Now it's up to Faizur to farm the strike and try and get as many as he can for the Vision Shipping. They don't have most of their frontline bowlers here, so that's going to be a worry as well. They're going to have to rely on their part-timers to do well for them here.
A rare off day for the Vision Shipping today with the bat. Once again, we reiterate to you, this is one of the best teams going around, Vision Shipping. The Wanderers will be extremely pleased with their efforts to restrict the Vision Shipping to where they are right now. And they'll want to wrap things up. It's all about wrapping things up right now. If they did give another 20 runs, all their efforts will be down the drain. So they'll want to break this. Get perhaps Awais Sarfraz, who is on strike. Oh, he's been there. What a delivery. Caught right in front of the stumps. And that is the last wicket, and the Vision Shipping falls for just 97 on the board. A brilliant performance by the men in pink. Look at that delivery. Absolute jaffer. An in-swinger pitching around middle and off. Swinging in, hitting him right in front. And that's a wrap for the Vision Shipping.
97 all out, Vision Shipping. How often do you hear that or read that on your screens? But it's all about these men out there that you're seeing in your pictures. The Wanderers, well, they aren't wandering anymore because they've got their plans and they stuck to their plans and they executed it perfectly. Every bowler that came in bowled with a lot of heart, bowled with strict line and length, some really disciplined bowling, some consistent fielding. And that's what has resulted in the Vision Shipping getting all out for 97. What a wonderful performance so far from the bowlers and the fielders. Now it's up to their batters to come and knock these runs off. They'll fancy themselves to get a very, very big win here tonight, the Wanderers.
Terrific performance. Terrific performance from the Dubai Wanderers. They've just been absolutely outstanding tonight. The Vision Shipping, they just never seem to have been able to get off the blocks from the moment they walked out to bat. Well, that's the sorry state of the Vision Shipping batters. None of them able to make a reasonable contribution. Kamarawan at the top seemed to get some runs, 3 boundaries in that innings. But then just look at that, it's like a 4 number. Zishan Abid and Umar Arshad getting into double figures. So did Faizur Rahman and Ikram Janjua with 13 and 23 respectively. 9 extras in that as well. Finally just managing to get to 97 in 17.3 overs.
All the bowlers, all of them. We kept saying how everyone contributed in that wickets column. Tells you the story. 1 for 15 for Bradley Starren at the top 3 overs. Then you had Abdullah Kayani with a bit of left arm spin. Very controlled left arm spin. 1 for 25 for him. Clint Birkinshaw, just 2 overs, but what an impact he had. He also got a run out and a brilliant catch. 1 for 13 for him. Avinash Karia, the pick of the bowlers for sure. 3 for 80 at an economic rate of 4.5. That middle order had no answer to his off spin. Then Burn Quirk towards the end at the death. 1 for 23. And Aaron Lindley with those 2 wickets in 1 over. So every bowler that came on put on a show and put on a performance and ensured that the Wanderers got the vision shipping all out for 100 runs. 9 extras in those 97 as well. So brilliant bowling. So far, they've done half of the job, the Wanderers. They'll have to come back though and get those 98 runs. How soon will they do it, or will they struggle with the vision shipping bowlers creating some drama in the second part of this innings? We'll be back shortly for the run chase. Welcome back to the ICCA Academy Oval 2, where we are bringing you live coverage of the ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League 2023. We've just had the close of the first innings in this game between the Dubai Wanderers and the Vision Shipping LLC. The Vision Shipping, having batted first, have only managed 97 runs. Yes, the star-studded side of the Vision Shipping have been bowled out for 97 runs thanks to some brilliant bowling from the Dubai Wanderers. A very spirited performance from them. And now we're all set for the chase as Dubai Wanderers look to knock these runs down in their allotted 20 overs. Can the Vision Shipping make a game out of this? They are obviously missing a lot of their key bowlers. And because of that, the Wanderers will really feel that they are in with a chance to get these 2 points here against a fancied Vision Shipping side. They looked out of sorts, the batters, but certainly not out of sorts were the bowlers of Dubai Wanderers. They've done their job. The fielders have done their job. Now it's up to the batters to go on and knock these runs off. Try and get them as early as possible to boost that run rate of theirs as well. And put in a really good performance here, which they can go home and talk about to their families. Speaking about talking about cricket, none other than Farooq joins me. Been a spirited performance from the men in pink.
Well, Samir, in the first game, me and you were talking about intent and, the thought process of not such a professional team. Mideast Metals didn't really look like they were in the competition, and their attitude suggested as much. But today, in the second game, Wanderers, even the skipper at the toss sounded very confident, showed that they didn't just want to participate in this game, they wanted to compete, and boy have they competed. What a brilliant performance here. They should get these runs off. It'll be a huge morale boosting victory for them.
Now they have to see off the new bowling of Danish Qureshi here, who's going to start things off for the Vision Shipping in defense of their 97 runs. Here we go, then the chase is on. Dubai Wanderers need 98 to win. Slip in place for Danish Qureshi. Starts off with a nice outswinger just outside the off stump. The batter will let that go. They've got time. They can take their time, see what the wicket is doing, see what the bowlers are doing, and then collect those runs conveniently.
Yeah, and they've got a different opening pair today. Jack Luffman not opening today. Clint and Scott Doody. Clint, we all know what he's capable of. He's a brilliant performer. Again today he's picked up a wicket and he's taken those crucial catches.
Yeah, interesting this Clint opening the batting for Wanderers. And he starts off with a big shot outside the off. I don't think the fielder is going to get to it. In fact, he's held on to it. Ubaidullah. Wow, talk about inspired fielding. That went up a long way. It was constantly running away from the fielder, but he didn't give up. Ubaidullah kept his eyes on the ball and held on to it beautifully.
What a catch and what a start, Samir. That is unbelievable stuff. Look at that catch. Brilliant effort in the field. They needed some brilliance and they've got a wicket off the second delivery. None for one.
Well, you were saying Jack isn't opening. He has to do an opener's job here, Farooq, as he's come out to bat in just the third ball. Danish Qureshi, an early wicket for him, and that too of Clint Birkinshaw. The perfect start that Vision Shipping needed.
Beautiful ball first up. Samir, you've given him out. I think that was very, very close, and the reaction of Danish suggests that that was gone. It'll make for an interesting replay.
Yeah, I thought that was gone for all money. Pitching in the middle, hitting middle for me. Maybe, just maybe the umpire thinking about height there. But I can tell you, Jack Loughman is a very lucky man. If I was the man in the blue there, my finger would have gone up immediately. What a brilliant delivery from Qureshi.
That's an absolute Jaffa up front. And yes, I think maybe because of the height, but because it was pretty adjacent. You're right, Jack is very, very lucky to still be out there. Danish Qureshi very disappointed. He'd have 2 and 2.
This one, he gets a bat onto it. And they'll get the first run there for the Dubai Wanderers. That'll help settle the nerves a little bit. You always need to feel bat on ball early on as a batter to just settle those nerves, let those butterflies in the stomach settle down. As Scott Doody will take strike. Got a slip in place, which is good to see. Attacking field set here early on with the new ball.
Well, Danish has got that in-swinger as well in his arsenal. It'll be interesting to see how he sets them up. Very smart bowler, Danish Qureshi.
Yeah, that movement away from the right-hander is something that Scott will be mindful of. You don't want to be driven too early to the front foot and fetch that ball. Because they've got not many runs to get, they can afford to just see off that new ball threat and then perhaps settle down and go after some of the part-timers in the form of Sajjad Malook, Mohammad Nadeem. Great bowlers, definitely, but they can try and target them.
Yeah, definitely. That's a very valid point. Just as I mentioned about that in swing, that straight away a top first over, 1 for 1.
Right, then even the vision shipping, they also want to go with the traditional 2-pace start here. Wanderers started off with Abdullah Kayani with a left arm spin, that they want to go with pace on both sides. The way Danish was swinging the ball, I'm not surprised they've gone for this option. Ubaidullah.
Well, Ubaidullah usually does bowl with a new ball. Gets that away swinger, bringing it back into Jack Loughman. Big booming in swinger, but quite slow and played towards square leg.
Yeah, they won't mind this, the Wanderers. Not as threatening as someone as Danish Qureshi. He's not got that express pace, doesn't skid on. They'll try and now get some runs off this over of the new ball. Scott Doody is yet to get off the mark. Jack Loughman has got a couple of runs. It's a good start from the vision shipping. They needed a start like this in defense of this 97.
Ubaidullah will need to support Danish. Tends to go for runs initially, and that's beautifully played. What a catch! Sajjad Malook, you beauty. He's just put up his big mitt and it's stuck in it. What a start.
That was a lifted chip shot from Scott Doody, and he definitely played that deliberately, trying to clear the field at mid-off. That is Sajjad Malook. But Sajjad said, hang on, you won't pass me so easily. I'm tall and I've got big hands. Take a look at that. Walks down the track, goes over mid-off. He thought he's cleared mid-off, but Sajjad Malook had different plans. Full stretch dive, one-handed pickup, plucked that out of thin air. And Doody has to walk off, shell-shocked, to say the least. This is a brilliant start. 2 for 2. It's drama in here at the ICC Academy.
Wow, what a catch. I was just telling you off air, I shook hands with him yesterday and I couldn't see my hand.
Yeah, I won't be surprised because he's held on to that like a little lollipop in his hand. Nice shape there from Ubaidullah. They've got the slip in from the new batter, Salik Shah. And they're going to try and get him to drive on the front foot. This is good stuff from the vision shipping. We know that they're missing most of their regular bowlers, but they've done well here to pick up 2 wickets of the Dubai Wanderers, put them on the back foot straight away.
This is exactly the kind of start they wanted. And they've got it courtesy 2 brilliant pieces of fielding. Once by Ubaidullah and then by Sajjad Maluk. If they can continue fielding this way, they can definitely make a match out of this.
Nicely behind that, Salik Shah, he'll feel good about that drive. But the dot balls are building up exactly what vision shipping needed. Yeah, this cliche is said a lot, Farooq, but catchers definitely win matches, and today more so for the vision shipping. If they do manage to field well and hold on to their catchers, then this is going to be an entertaining game. A close one of those low-scoring thrillers.
Yeah, certainly shaping out like one. Ubaidullah so far has bowled very well. This time, just as I said that, sliding down leg side, they'll need to be mindful of those extras. They can't afford to be complacent in that department.
These players must hate us commentators, don't they? Every time they go back home the next day and watch the broadcast, like every time these guys say good things about me, I end up bowling a wide or getting hit for a boundary. Same thing with the batters. But yeah, Ubaidullah has been good. Yes, that was a wide, but other than that, he's been pretty accurate with his lines and lengths.
Yeah, just keeping things simple again. He's also one of those very experienced players. Beautifully bowled again. Salik Shah nicely behind that. Now, what those 2 quick wickets have done, Samir, is straight away put these batters under pressure. Previously, we saw anything outside off stump, Salik Shah would throw his bat at it, but this time round, just leaving it, letting the ball go through.
Yeah, there's a bit of uncertainty in the way they are playing those shots. Even with that previous defensive shot you saw, it was a little shaky in the way he brought his bat down, and that happens when you put on the back foot so early on with a couple of quick wickets. Just 3 runs on the board. Last ball of the over, this from Ubaidullah. Nicely bowled, just past that off stump. Well left in the end by Salik Shah. He was lucky that the ball shaped away. Brilliant over from Ubaidullah. It's 3 for 2 at the end of 2. Well, if the Wanderers needed anyone out there, it's their skipper. And he's the one facing. He has to take responsibility here and guide his team in this chase. It's Danish Qureshi, who bowled a brilliant first over, comes back to bowl his second.
Pull that short down leg side. Poor ball. Hit the thigh pad and into the boundary. Runs given there. So Jack Luffman got some sort of bat on it.
You're looking for the short ball, and I don't see the need for it. You're getting swing early on. You already hit him plumb in front once. Pitch it up, look for that swing, make him play the ball. Why go for the bouncer? Got the line wrong on that one. Got some glove onto it, I think, Jack Luffman there. and a much needed boundary to settle the nerves, to break the shackles here for the Wanderers.
Beautifully bowled. He needs to be there. And Jack Luffman needs to be there as well. He's been short of runs. If there's any day that Wanderers would be looking at him to get them these runs, is today. Already lost 2 very early in the piece.
Yeah, he needs to be careful there. He got that in-swinger now. We saw how Danish Qureshi is able to swing it both ways. I'd like to have seen a slip there, because especially he can swing it away. That would have been very useful here. Oh, that came back in sharply. Swing in the air. But he's done well, Luffman, to get his bat down on time. And to add to that, they'll also collect a single. Good cricket all round.
Well, what I'd like to see is the fielders start walking up closer than they are. These singles inside the ring, this is criminal at this stage. They've got 2 down for not too many on the board. They can afford to be a little closer to the batter.
And I just get the feeling that's going to be the difference between these two sides. For we were just talking in the break at how well Dubai Wanderers have fielded. You look at their team, without any disrespect, they don't seem the most fittest athletic blokes. However, their commitment is 100%. Big shot off the back foot. You can point the bat all you want, Salik Shah, but the umpire has raised his finger and he has to walk back. Danish Qureshi, what a night he's having so far.
But that looked plumb. Salik Shah is signaling that he got some bat on it. Let's have a look. Oh, that is plumb. There's no bat involved. That is as plumb as it gets. Brilliant bowling by Danish. That in swinger again. 8 for 3 Dubai Wanderers.
Well, he's provided a dream start here, Danish Qureshi, for the vision shipping. Just what they needed. 3 early wickets. This is looking very similar to the way they batted. Now, it's about holding the nerve. It's about consistently bowling those good deliveries. Aaron Lindley is out to bat at number 5. Well, he's shuffled across. He's raised a finger. Oh, this is a shocker. This is an absolute shocker for me. He walked across the stumps and I thought that struck him outside the off stump. It was high as well. But umpire Vipin Singh says, no, that's gone. In fact, it's not umpire Vipin Singh, but Farooq, that was unfortunate.
That is a very poor decision. Shuffled right across Aaron, and he's right to be furious. This is an absolutely poor decision. Dubai Wanderers in a lot of trouble. 8 for 4.
Three for 6 for Danish Qureshi. What a return this. He's swinging the ball both ways and asking a lot of questions from the Dubai Wanderers batters. So far, the Wanderers have been wondering what has gone wrong for them.
Well, that previous dismissal, we both know absolutely what went wrong. Danish Qureshi on a hat-trick now. We've got 2 slips. Just a solitary slip in a gully. He's definitely found some rhythm today, Danish Qureshi.
A catching mid-wicket would have been perfect. Maybe that in-swinger with the ball popping up. Here you go, then hat-trick delivery. Oh, big shout, big shout. This one I thought was closer than the previous one. But what a delivery to end the over. And they are all over the batters division, shipping fielders, making a lot of noise. End of 3. Wanderers in all sorts of trouble. 8 for 4. Here's another look at that shout. Starting off way outside the off stump. This is probably just leaving the leg stump, swinging too much on that occasion. Brilliant over from Danish Qureshi.
Ubaidullah coming round the wicket to Jack Luffman. 8 for 4. What a start. Big booming in swinger, played into the gap, leaned on into the drive there, beautifully played. Add 2 runs to the total here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that delivery from Chaudhary, looking full. I said Chaudhary because that's what they call him in the team, Chaudhary Saab, but Ubaidullah is his name. Jack Luffman leaning into that and pushing it in the gap. Couple of runs to his name. Aaron Wright is at the non-strikers end. He's the new batter. Wanderers have to put together a plan here, how they're going to stitch this chase together. Oh, hitting him in front, but probably that angle from around the wicket, taking it down the leg side.
This is good bowling. They're putting on the pressure from both ends here. They'll just need to be a little more circumspect here. Dubai Wanderers not try and play any extravagant shots. Just try to see off the new ball now that they've lost 4 wickets. They'll have to nullify that threat of Danish Qureshi.
This one was pushed towards that gully fielder. Think about a single rather. Unable to get it. 10 for 4 now to Dubai Wanderers. Every run that they can collect here, they will take that because the run rate is not a problem for them. The required run rate just over 5. It's a wickets column that will worry them. If they can put together a partnership, spend some time in the middle, they'll feel like they can go on to get those runs. Again striking in on the pads. That angle that Ubaidullah comes in around the wicket is going to make it very difficult for him to get that LBW, unless, of course, he pitches it on the middle and off stump, and then the ball leaves the left-hander.
Samir, I thought this one was a better shout, closer than the previous one. Let's have a look. Yeah, he is bowling quite wide of the crease. So yeah, it's definitely going to go on with the arm, and plus that swing as well. But again, brilliant bowling.
Concerned faces there in that dugout of Dubai Wanderers. This is nice. Well played. Waited for the ball to come into him. Just opened the face of the bat. And he's just pushed that towards the boundary. Didn't look to hit it too hard. Made sure he played it off the middle of it. This was needed. Jack Luffman, he's taking responsibility here.
Well, this is a very important boundary in the context of the game. Played that really well. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just timed and ensured that he got that gap between point and cover. The ball raced away.
13 of 11 for him now. He's made 13 of the 14 runs that Dubai Wanderers have made. The rest of the batters have really struggled out here. Ubaidullah, the last ball of this over. He's picked up a wicket in this over. Has given away 6 runs. Oh, just risky to be playing across the line like that. Manages to get down to square leg for another single. End of the 4th over. Dubai Wanderers are 15 for 4. 15 for 4 after 4 overs. There's a lot of noise being made by the vision shipping fielders here. Danish Qureshi coming round the wicket, angling it into the left-hander. They're going for that quick single. For a moment, Aaron Wright was struggling there, but he eventually makes it, and they'll get another single. So every run here is worthy of gold for the Wanderers. They'll have to do it that way. The bowlers are finding a bit of movement and swing under lights here at the ICCA Academy. Batting doesn't seem too easy. And because of that, they'll have to do it the hard way. They must have thought 97 all out, it's going to be an easy chase. But the vision shipping bowlers have had different plans. And they are, mind you, missing some of their frontline bowlers. No Rohit. He would have been a handful in these conditions, the left-armer. However, Danish has made sure that the vision shipping haven't missed him too much. That's for sure. Aaron Wright will take strike now. Faced only one ball so far. Nicely behind that. And he can afford to do that for a few deliveries, at least until the swing is done and dusted. The balls become older.
Well, still the required run rate just at 5.23, so they just need to see off this new ball threat. Danish Qureshi is bowling brilliantly. They just need to see him off. Ubaidullah, they've got runs off of him. They don't need to do anything stupid, just show a little bit of temperament.
Again, getting the front foot nicely behind that. Aaron Wright is doing the right things for now, but he will be looking to get off strike and get his skipper back on strike. He's been the one who's done all the run scoring. 15 of the 16 runs of this total have come from the bat of Aaron Wright. Have come from the bat of Jack Laughlin, mind you. 82 from the 93 required now.
Just one run off this over as well. Very well played. This time, Aaron Wright up to that in-swinger. Again, that big booming in-swinger by Danish Qureshi. Into brilliant rhythm here, Samir.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do now, the Wanderers, is to try and watch him out. Let Danish finish his quota. Maybe you don't want to go after him. Again, we keep reminding you that it's not a big total that they're chasing, so they can afford to see off a couple of threatening bowlers. They have others who they can try and target and get some runs off. 5.35 the required run rate. That's not something that will trouble them too much.
Again, fishing at that one. Saw that one outside off stump and his eyes lit up. Aaron Wright bats well. Just needs to keep his skipper company. Get even a small partnership, Samir, in this sort of a run chase. Even a 20-run partnership can be a match-winning one.
Yeah, they just need to be bat long enough together. Danish Qureshi with a couple of in-swingers and then the outswinger has created a doubt now in the mind of Aaron Wright. What will this one be? It is an in-swinger, just dropping it a little too short on the length, but he's happily behind that. Aaron Wright doesn't get off the mark yet. End of 5. A brilliant 5 overs from the vision shipping. 16 for 4. Bit of spin now. Away Sarfaraz being introduced. Just one over in the power play. Won't be surprised if Wanderers try and get some runs off him. The left arm spin of Away Sarfaraz starts off very well. Right at the money.
007 definitely has the license to kill today. 16 for 4. Bowls very well, Ovis. Gets that ball to grip and turn. His sort of a wicket.
Interesting shout there. Very interesting shout there. Jack Laufman saw it short. He looked to get down on one knee, play that sweep down towards fine leg. Just got to him quicker than he would have thought. Yeah, they are just skidding through. That almost hit him in his box, and I thought that was very, very close.
Tell me why that's not out. The only reason I can think of is because they've given one decision that was against the batter, and now they're having an absolute torrid day out here, the umpires.
Well, generally, I try not to be critical of the officials and the authorities, especially the umpires, because it's a very underappreciated job, we must say that. However, that one was a bit of a shocker. This has been nicely hit. However, there is protection down there. So well-placed fielding there. Kamarawan will keep it to just a single.
Well, Jack Luffman is living a very charmed life. 2 leg before decisions, 3 rather, which could have gone either way. Should have gone against him, but lucky to still be out there. Away, Sarfraz is bowling well. 4 deliveries for single against his name.
Some fine-tuning in the field before he delivers his 5th one. Just 1 run off the over so far. Now he'll bowl to the right-hander. This is something he'll prefer rather than bowling to the left-hander. Oh, very nicely bowled. Nice and straight. No room offered. Aaron Wright is struggling. Yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, he bowled that quite wide of that crease. The ball just pitched and straightened. So if he bowls closer the wicket, he can get that ball to spin away. Looks like a very handy bowler. And just as I said that arm ball going between bat and pad. What a brilliant delivery.
He played for the spin, Aaron Wright, but he got through the gate away, Sarfraz. He left the gate open. No locks, no keys. Sarfraz says, I'll welcome myself through, my friend. And he's rattled the stumps. Beautifully bowled. Brilliant stuff this. Brilliant stuff from the vision shipping. The fast bowlers have chipped in. Now the spinners are also coming into the act. Dubai Wanderers have lost half their side with just 17 runs on the board. Yeah, this is a wise move, isn't it? Finishing off Danish Qureshi. There's no point holding him for the death overs. We are in a low-scoring match here. He'll come back to finish his spell. 3 for 7. Can he get 1 or 2 more? Oh, lovely delivery. Lovely delivery. He's been coming round the wicket and generally swinging it back into the left-hander. But this one held its shape. Jack Laufman, who's been out there for 18 deliveries, still unable to read the swing of Danish Qureshi.
Nah, that's a peach of a delivery. Getting that ball to move away from that awkward angle of around the wicket. That is testament to the talent this man possesses, Danish Qureshi. What a spell of fast swing bowling.
Once again, nicely behind that. Can't remember Danish Qureshi bowling one bad delivery. He's been right on the money from ball 1. And Farooq, in the general scheme of things, with the way modern cricket is played and the way the game is progressing, yes, it's become very batter-friendly, lots of big scores. But it's low scorers like this, bowler-friendly matches like this is really what excites me. Call me a purist, call me a traditionalist, but this is the true game.
Masamir, I think every cricketer enjoys these kind of games. I'm one of those people that would much rather have that's played up in the air, eludes the fielder,
120 on the board and team bowling second defending it than a 250 and the team batting second chasing it down.
Absolutely. We do have across the world now many pitches that favor the batter, and it's assumed that sixes and fours is entertainment in cricket. But for those who obviously are involved in the game, have played the game, and of course batters won't agree with us, but it is such an art to see bowlers moving the ball around, and those batters that actually have the skill and the technique will survive, and it's a real battle between bat and ball. That's what you like to see as cricketers and those who are involved in the game. Bradley Studden, he took a walk in front, couple of steps ahead, and it hit him on this back leg once again. That in-swinger, the deadly in-swinger of Danish Qureshi has left the Dubai Wanderers batters absolutely bamboozled here tonight. Now they lose their sixth wicket. Bradley Studden, the big man, has to walk away. The only silver lining they have is that Jack Luffman is still out there. 18 for 6. Disaster for the Wanderers.
इससे ज़्यादा प्लम इसने नहीं दिया, ये अगर नहीं भी देता तो चल जाता।
ठीक है, हाँ एग्जैक्टली, वो लफमन का पहला वाला तो आउट ही था 100%। उनको भी जल्दी है, ठीक है, अपना क्या जाता है।
हाँ हमारी तो अच्छा ही है।
अल्लाह कर दो 30 में,
हाँ
10 ओवर में, प्रॉब्लम है दानिश के खत्म हो गया होगा।
हाँ
कि और 2 कर रहा था तो खत्म हो जाता।
हाँ
Well, this is why we said that it was such a good move to finish Danish's overs. He's picked up that 4th wicket in his last over, and how useful will that be in this defense? Couple of deliveries left in this one. Oh, that's hit him on the pads as well. Once again, the umpire will walk away. But he's been very inconsistent, that's for sure, in the way he's given his opinions. But we've been quite bamboozled in the way the LBWs have been given. Ben Wilgos, the wicket keeper, playing all over that. Farooq, what did you make of that one?
Well, you told me not to be too critical of the
I mean, since you've
official.
already been so vocal about your opinion, you might as well tell us.
That was out again. I thought that was crashing into leg stump. It was swinging quite a bit, but it hit him right in front of off stump. It didn't have a very large stride, so I think that would have crashed into middle leg.
Well, if you ask me, I think the impact may have just saved him outside the off stump, because he did get a big stride out. Last ball of the over this. Once again, this time again, the umpire says no. Wow, this is some entertainment. This is some brilliant bowling from Danish Qureshi. They're just not able to read that swing of his. Nevertheless, what a spell. What a game he's had tonight. Danish Qureshi, take a bow, man. 4 for 8 in his 4 overs. The Wanderers are 18 for 6 at the end of 7. "17 of Jack Luffman's runs are from the total of 18, so that shows you how the rest of the batters have struggled Again, some real quality bowling here from the Vision Shipping. Now it's away Sarfraz to bowl his second over. He's already picked up that 1 wicket of Aaron Wright. Offering a bit of flight and pitching it on that good length. Loughman has no choice but to try and keep the strike as much as possible.
Again, good bowling by Awais. Getting that ball to spin into Jack Loughman. He'll be looking towards that slog sweep. That is a favourite shot. Pitch short. Played towards square leg. Samir, they don't have a mid-wicket in place, so they're leaving that boundary open for Jack to try and go across the line.
Yeah, it's always tempting for a left-handed batter to play that big slog sweep. And it is, I think, the longer boundary on that side for him. So he will obviously be tempted, and they've got the fielders in place for that. But now this is going to be interesting. Will Goss has struggled with his footwork so far. We know how well Awais bowled to Aaron Wright, who looked much more solid than Will Goss. He'll have to be careful here. For his captain's sake, he'll have to survive this over. Once again, shuffling across. Playing off the back foot, not the greatest of ideas against the left arm spin of Awais Sarfraz.
Samir, you've got the opposition 6 down for only 19. Why wouldn't you have a slip in place?
100% agreed. Should have been one. Should be one. If at all, the only reasoning I suppose Ali Abid has in his mind is the fact that the ball's not turning too much. It's just holding its line. So maybe that could be a reason. You might as well have a fielder in front of the wicket. This is good stuff. Just a run given off this over as well. Oh, this one's been pushed from wide at the crease. And a direct hit here. The umpire will go upstairs, but that looks extremely close. What an effort from the fielder there. We told you the fielding will make the difference, and it is making the difference here.
Absolutely. Those two unbelievable catches, and then this moment of brilliance in the field by the youngster Faisur Rahman. This will make for a very interesting replay. I think Jack Loughman might be struggling. Doesn't look very confident himself.
It is a big wicket of the skipper as well. He's been the only one who's been able to make some runs here. And as if the bowling wasn't threatening enough, it seems like there will be a run out as well. This seems touch and go. A couple of frames behind will tell us the story. And that effort from the fielder. Very nice. Flying, diving forward with the throw. Let's see where the bat is. Oh, is it on the line or has he crossed it? Hard to say from there. The pictures are quite blurry. Let's see what Mr. Akbar Ali adjudicates here. Tough one. Well, a dive would have been a bit more convincing for Jack Loughman. But because he hasn't got that dive in, he's got that crease in. And yeah, that's the decision. I don't think the evidence is good enough to suggest that he's struggling. And because of that, Jack Loughman has survived. And that's a big, big call in the context of the game. Could well be the difference.
Well, if Wanderers chase this down from here, it's going to be that decision that made all the difference in this run chase. But this is again brilliant bowling and brilliant fielding. Awais Sarfraz is bowling a very miserly spell. Second one after Danish Qureshi.
Well, one thing's for sure. Somewhere in Dubai, Mr. Saqib Mahmood will be watching his boys here and feeling very, very proud that they're putting up a fight like this. 20 for 6 at the end of 8. Well, we did see Danish Qureshi bowling out his 4 overs with some brilliant returns, and now it's Mohammad Nadeem with a bit of finger spin. And he starts off with a wide down leg side. Very much against the runner play. They have bowled very accurately here. Vision shipping. This is one of those rare deliveries that has gone down the leg side for a while. The wicket keeper Zishan Abid there may have just got it on the side of his knee. Never nice when it hits you there. Can be very difficult to deal with the pain that you get when you hit there. Yeah, you can see the agony on his face. I hope he's not done some serious damage. Mohammad Nadeem here is someone I think the Wanderers will try and go after, because that run rate now, the required run rate now is 6.5 almost. Wilgos will take strike against the left arm spin of Mohammad Nadeem. Again down the leg side, he's not getting any turn, and because of that the ball is holding its line and going down the leg side. Zishan Abid is clearly struggling behind the stumps. He has managed to get some glove onto that, but this is 2 wides, 2 easy runs being given away to the Wanderers. Nadeem has struggled to find his line here. Just pushed 2 wides down the leg side.
And that's criminal in such a low scoring game. That's played out towards fine leg, short fine leg, and finally Ben Wilgos gets off the mark.
And Jack Loughman needs one of his batters to just stick with him. If they can take the game deep, bat beyond 15-16 overs without losing another wicket, then that will frustrate these vision shipping bowlers and fielders. Maybe they'll stand a chance to win here, but for now it's a sea of red out there. They are in around the batter's ears, making a lot of noise. The body language is very positive. Defending a low score here, 22 for 6 is where they have the Wanderers.
This is good aggressive captaincy. Having that made off up in the ring. Jack sweeps this and sweeps this really well. A very timely boundary again. Samir, that run out and the couple of leg before decisions, and this game was done and dusted, wasn't it?
Yeah, those were big calls, especially against that man who's on strike right now. Jack Loughman gets a boundary. That'll make him feel good, and I'm sure they'll try and target Nadeem here. They don't want to leave it too late. They don't want to take chances here. Nadeem is someone that Loughman will try and tee up against. You can see the skipper there walking in with some instructions while the wicketkeeper gets some treatment to his knee. And Loughman will have a chat with the regular skipper there, Danny Pawson. What do you think the conversation is about?
I have no clue. Honestly, I have no clue. I remember when I used to bat and when I got a message from outside, as soon as that person left, I forgot what they said. So I have absolutely no idea what he must have talked about.
Yeah, sometimes you're in that batting zone and everything that comes from inside the dressing room just goes over your head, doesn't it? And I'm sure Loughman, being the skipper today, knows exactly what's required of him and what needs to be done. Change of angle from Nadeem. He'll come around over the wicket now, which is probably the right thing to do against Loughman. Flighted, hit him on his toe. Impact may just be outside off stump, and that'll save him. He'll have to be careful here. You can't slog sweep everything. He'll have to choose his options well, Loughman.
Yeah, that was definitely impact outside off stump. And Samir, I'm of the thought process that the batters out in the middle are the best judges of what to do on a certain kind of a wicket or a certain kind of a chase. Any mature batter doesn't need too many words of advice from the dressing room. This time again he swept that, but they've placed that fielder there this time round.
Yeah, he looks comfortable playing the sweep shot. Loughman seems to be his go-to shot when he's under a bit of pressure. So far he's done well. 22 of 24 for him. 70 of 69 is the equation now for Dubai Wanderers. Wilgos is certainly taking a lot of risk playing off the back foot to the left arm spinner. But he's done well to get a single there. End of 9, it's 29 for 8. 29 for 6, beg your pardon. Arve Sarfaraz into his third over. Brilliant spell from him so far. 1 wicket, given away just 2 runs. And he's happy to keep flighting it. He understands that Will Goss is not one of those aggressive batters. He'll look to get off strike. And he's going to try and frustrate him by stitching together a few dot balls away Sarfaraz.
Yeah, very wily character always. Goes through his overs really quickly. Doesn't let the batter settle. He's one of those bowlers that doesn't give the batter a lot of time to think. And before you know it, he's already completed his quota of 4 overs.
I know how annoying that can be as a batter as well. Shahid Afridi, one of the biggest proponents of that strategy of getting through his overs very quickly. And seen a few times that the batters asking him to calm down and slow down before he gets to his next delivery. Luffman is back on strike. They've got 30 runs on the board now. Coming very wide off the crease on that occasion. Luffman is comfortably pushing that down towards deep square leg. The runs are now slowly coming. They'll need to keep doing this, the Wanderers.
They'll need to push into these gaps. Away Sarfaraz has a conventional field, more conventional field. He's got protection out in the deep, so they can play straight down the ground and continue picking up ones. Dot balls are definitely going to hurt them. Run rate required is already at 6.5. They can push that up to 8. I think Vision Shipping will fancy their chances.
Yeah, Will Goss needs to do this more often. Lesser dot balls, more ones. He can't afford to eat up too many deliveries here because, yes, he needs to partner his skipper, be out there, but at the same time, make sure he keeps the scoreboard ticking.
Well, this is why he's been sent up the order above Abdullah Kayani. We know he can hit a long ball, but that's not what they need. Another sweep shot. But they have a fielder placed there. 1 more run. 4 runs off this over. 10 overs done. 33 for 6. Sajjad Malook starts with a wide down leg side. A little bit of shape there for Sajjad. His overs are going to be very, very crucial, Samir.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who will come in and bowl his overs without even noticing. Those 4 overs will be completed and you'll wonder where they went. Pushes that outside the off stump. Jack Luffman, well, he'll regret. He could have easily pushed that for a single. Played it a little too early.
Sajjad Malook not very expressed, but bowls line and length and changes of pace. His variations are brilliant. Bowls the slower one really well. This is the first time I'm watching him bowl without a cap.
Yeah, and I understand why Luffman wants to take it off because the ball is white and his caps also become almost white. And it can be confusing sometimes for a batter to read it off his wrist. This is slightly fuller. Fumble. Those are the fumbles you can't afford, Vision Shipping. You're defending a low score. Yes, you've got the 6 wickets. But don't take your step off the gas. You need to save every run possible. Pick up every opportunity that the Wanderers offer.
Well, there was a former UAE international cricketer, Saqib. I used to say that if you've got your foot on the neck of the opponent, you don't let go. You squeeze it harder and harder. Well, he didn't say it in exact words that I just mentioned, but makes for a very funny story.
Yeah, I think the word there is being ruthless. Once you're on top, be ruthless and finish the job. That is nicely hit by Vilgos in the gap. They won't go for the single though. Too risky at this stage of the game. They've lost 6 wickets already. The last thing they need is a run out here. Ill-afforded.
Well, this has been a very spirited bowling performance. Look at that current run rate, 3.33 in a T20 game. Unbelievable stuff here.
Well, if you tuned in to watch this for those big 6s and 4s, our apologies, excuse us. But this is a bowler's game out here tonight. We've seen some terrific swing bowling at the top and some brilliant catching and fielding as well.
Again gets that ball to shape away. Dot balls continuing. The run rate slowly creeping up. They can get that to 7.5. We'll probably see a rash shot by the skipper Jack Luffman. So far he's been very circumspect. Hasn't tried to play any extravagant shots.
Another dot ball. Vilgos is making life very difficult for himself and his team. That required run rate has now crept up to 7. 35 for 6 at the end of 11.
With Sarfraz to bowl out his final over. 1 for 6.
Dot balls continue to pile up here for the Wanderers. 63 or 53 now. She's slowly getting out of their reach. Yes, you'd look at that equation in a T20 and think it's very much gettable, but look at that wickets column. They've lost 6 of them. Another sweep shot. Danish Qureshi has bought an apartment down there and is living rent-free.
Well, Vision Shipping would want Jack Luffman to play these sweeps. They'd prefer him to go across the line. That leg before can always be an option for TVSL. Now they've got that field up.
A bit of cat and mouse game there where Sarfraz looks like the kind of character who'd do something like that. Just taking Vilgos by surprise there. Again, very tentative in the play, way he's playing. I think what Vilgos needs to do is try and go for a couple of shots here because they've got Abdullah Khayani sitting in the dugout. But if he's going to bat like this, he's going to leave it too late. And then by the time Abdullah comes out to bat, the match will already be gone. So one thing needs to happen here. Either he rotates a strike or goes for a couple of big shots.
Definitely, they've brought in another fielder through that cover region. Look at that, nicely tossed up for him to hit, and again another dot ball.
He's already not the tallest blokes around Vilgos, and when you flight it like that to him, goes above his eye line. Never easy to face those. Your head's all over the place when the flight is so much. Where Sarfraz is bowling brilliantly here. Oh, dot ball after dot ball after dot ball. The Wanderers are having it rough and tough here tonight.
I mean, what the good thing is that he's landing all of them in the same spot, not experimenting. This is where a mature bowler is so important to a team. Usually, youngsters try too many things, try to get the batters out with a magic delivery, but always, look at that, he's just bowling line and length, wicket to wicket deliveries and letting the batters play out the dot balls and make a mistake.
This has been nicely pushed past the fine leg fielder who's inside the circle. They'll come back for a couple of runs. Yeah, you make a brilliant point actually. And we'll pick up on that in the next over. 38 for 6 at the end of 12. A good spell this from Awais Sarfraz. 1 for 9 in his 4. 38 for 6, 8 overs to go, 60 runs required. Sajjad Malook will bowl his second one here. He's given away 2 runs in his first over. Jack Luffman still out there. He'll be the one that the Wanderers will be relying on to try and get them to that 98, which suddenly looks like a massive total here.
Yeah, it does. And what can he do if he doesn't get strike? Batters, well set batters that are scoring at a brisk rate, even if they're starved of strike, play a rash shot and poor wicket keeping. Zishan Abid is a top wicket keeper, but this time he's missed one and the umpire's called that a wide.
I thought that was well inside the tram line, but I guess he's out there seeing it clearer than us. So much needed 2 runs there for Wanderers, a wide plus they'll run 1, so that will be 2 wides. Wilgoss is back on strike. Vision Shipping won't mind this. They want to keep him on strike as much as possible. Nicely played down the leg side, straight to the hands. A direct hit would have had him in all sorts of trouble. In fact, they won't take the run. Good stuff, this from Vision Shipping.
Well, Samir, I don't think they want to get Wilgoss out. They'd much rather have him out in the centre, eating up these dot deliveries, pushing the run rate further up, making life very difficult for the oncoming batters.
Watch out, a big shot is coming now. The frustration is going to tell. There you go, straight to the hands. It was only a matter of time before Wilgoss decided, I've eaten up too many deliveries. Let me try and repair the damage that I've caused. But in the process, not only has he eaten up his deliveries, but he's also costed too much by giving away his wicket.
You've called that like a champion. Samir and Wilgoss back to the pavilion. Catch taken by Danish Qureshi. He's all over the ground, all over the Dubai Wanderers. 40 for 7.
.58 of 46. Abdullah Kayani has walked out to bat, and if there are 2 batters that the Wanderers would have liked to have out there, it's these 2. Now it's game set now. Sajjad Malook has picked up his wicket for the first wicket. 40 for 7 now. Dubai Wanderers chasing 98.
Samir, if they get one of these out, it's game over, I reckon. Abdullah Kayani straight away goes for a big hit. And that's dropped by Awais. Got there, got a hand to it. They needed this wicket.
Yeah, the intent is quite clear from Abdullah Kayani. He's not going to come and just fidget around or trouble himself by those dot balls and those 1s and 2s. He's going to go and try and get those big boundaries. And I think that is the way to go. Sometimes in a situation like this, attack is the best form of defense.
Absolutely positive cricket. Need to play positive cricket. They've gotten into a shell, started playing very defensively. They played positive cricket when they were bowling, and this time he smacked that over covers and straight away a boundary off the bat of Abdullah Kayani.
This is why they were holding him back, Farooq. Abdullah Kayani is very much capable of finishing things very quickly with shots like that. They knew that if there's trouble early on, they can rely on him to come out and play shots like that and ease the pressure. But he'll have to be careful here. The risks will have to be calculated. Can't go after every delivery, because his wicket is going to be the big one here.
Yeah, they've got the boundary of that over. This is a 7-run over so far. That's all they need. You can just push that, get another single.
You raised that point about Awais Sarfaraz in the previous over, how he's been landing it on the same spot every delivery. And I think that comes with a lot of maturity. Often when you're defending a low target, you're trying to get a wicket off every delivery, like you said. And you can be a little too greedy and give away runs with some erroneous deliveries. What he did, Awais, was made sure that he landed in the right spot And because the batters were under pressure, they gifted him those wickets and those dot balls. A dot ball to end the over. Now, Abdullah Khayani has got going. 6 or 4 for him. It's 46 for 7 at the end of 13.
बॉलर कौन अभी नदीम करेगा शायद आई थिंक ओवेस के खत्म हो गए नदीम को मार देगा अब्दुल्ला आराम से हां नहीं कोई और लेफ्ट आर्म फास्ट बॉलर अच्छा उजैर है उजैर जानजुआ उजैर नहीं इकराम जानजुआ अभी उसको वो है
Here's a new bowler being introduced, Ikram Janjua, the left armer. Surprising that they held him back for so long. I thought he may have come on before even Sajjad Malook, but they won't complain because Sajjad has picked up the wicket of Wilgos. This is going to be a good battle here. Ikram's overs could well be the difference here between the Wanderers and the Vision Shipping winning this game.
Yeah, Ikram's been amongst the wickets, so he'll be feeling confident. And they're right on top. 46 for 7. It's pulled away nicely behind square. Jack Luffman looks very comfortable now. And now that he has a partner that can rotate strike, he'll feel more at ease.
Yeah, if he had access to a wagon wheel here, I'm sure 28 of those Jack Luffman's runs, at least 25 would have come from that fine leg region. He loves that area. Has been successful getting runs from there.
Yeah, he likes to play in that zone. Pulls and sweeps. That's tried. Abdullah's played that down the ground. A straight batted pull shot. But straight away we see ones, twos on offer.
Yeah, when you have that intent to actually play a proper shot, you will get those ones and twos. Wilgos, we thought, was being a little too careful in trying to defend and not lose his wicket. Nicely played. He's pulled it away. Just short of the fielder down there. Kamarawan, for a moment, he thought he was in business. But Jack Luffman will be glad he didn't middle that.
Kamar didn't really look comfortable charging at the delivery. Wasn't sure if he could get to it, but another single added to the total. So they've got 3 singles of these 3 deliveries. They just need to pick up singles. Boundary balls will come.
Well, this is a strong hit from Abdullah Khayani. Ali Abid down there at mid-wicket tried to get a hand to it, but it's gone past him. And the fielder had long on to is unable to cut it off.
That is a very good shot again. This is what you get with Abdullah. Looks to be positive. Looks to score runs. An absolute champion cricketer.
He seems to have done some damage there to his hands. And he'll have to walk off the mid-wicket fielder. But a good boundary this. They need this, Dubai Wanderers. They need these boundaries. Yes, it's 45 of 38. Abdullah Khayani is going to be the man who's going to do the run scoring. Jack Luffman on the other end will make sure that he bats out and he's there till the end. What an asset to have. Someone like Khayani. He'll bowl. He'll get those wickets for you. And then he'll come down the order and score those big important runs.
Yeah, he's an absolute asset for the Wanderers teams. He's done it on more occasions than I can remember. 7 of this over already. 2 more balls to come. Straight away that required run rate has started coming down. 7.11.
Abdullah Khayani is just scanning the field here. He's looking at his options. He's got third man, fine leg, both up in the circle. So don't expect anything short. It's going to be full stuff here from Ikram Janjua. Nicely driven away. Long off will be able to cut it off. Another single. So the runs are now coming quite easily for the Wanderers.
Good cricket this. That's all they need to do. 1 boundary and over. And just keep placing the ball in the gap and just run hard. Ali Abid captaining the side in the absence of Umar.
You can see the look of determination on the in the eyes of Abdullah Kayani. He wants to partner his skipper here. Oh, he's taken off with the non-strikers in Abdullah. A better throw. And it would have been curtains for him. But a good over this one from Dubai Wanderers. 8 off it. It's 54 for 7 at the end of 14. .44 of the last 6. That is the equation for the Wanderers. Sajjad Malook will bowl his second over. Third over, in fact. Thank you, Farooq. And he starts outside the off stump. In fact, it's way outside the off stump. And not only will be a wide, they'll run one as well. So that'll be 2 wides. Those are free runs being given to the Wanderers.
Well, these extras will definitely make a huge impact in the context of this game. If Wanderers get over the line, that extras column will tell a different story.
Oh, this one came back in, but I think he got an outside edge there. That's why there was no appeal. Because if not, that looked quite plumb. Yeah, no signal from the umpire, so definitely an outside edge. But good delivery from Malook.
Yeah, that came in sharply. And I thought I was straight on to the pads, but obviously I was wrong, which is why I'm sitting here and not in there.
Yeah, even the bowler knew straight away. That's why he didn't even bother looking back at the umpire. But they've got the 1 run. Abdullah Khan is on strike. Now, does he go after Sajjad Malook or not? That's the question. This one too came back in, maybe missing leg stump. And that's trickled away down towards third man. We'll get another run. This one's a leg bye.
He's getting the ball to swing now because he's bowling seam up, bowling pace. And that could trouble both these batters.
Luffman is on 30. He's played a very controlled innings here. This one will be close. Will be very close. The umpire's not interested. He's taken a walk. But I thought that was going on to hit the stumps. Maybe pitching outside the line of leg stump. But that was extremely close.
Well, the umpire suggesting there was missing leg stump. How is that not out? Samir, please explain.
I'll come and explain to you after I go to Jack Luffman and ask him to buy a lottery tonight. Because he's been on the side of luck tonight. It survives again. This one's hit the leg as well. Gone to the keeper. They'll cross over for a single. There's a direct hit again. Second one tonight. And Abdullah Kayani has given up. He's walking away. Wow, this is very much against the run of play. The umpires are asking him to wait because they will go upstairs to check. But if the batsman is willingly walking away, that means only one thing. And that means that he hasn't made it.
Well, this could completely change the game on its head. Why would you run a risky single, give away a wicket off for just 1 run? I fail to understand that.
Well, it was his call, mind you. He was at the non-strikers and the ball went behind the striker. Yeah, he's not even in the frame. So he judged well himself that he was gone for all money there. And that fielder celebration at the back of the screen tells you that that's a goner. Abdullah Kayani, well, he could have made all the difference, and it seemed like he was making the difference. He has to walk away in an unfortunate manner, a run out, much against the runner play. This will be curtains for the Dubai Wanderers. A night of disappointment for them. 58 for 8 now.
$58 for 8. Rohit Khan, the fielder that time, throwing the stumps down. Wicketkeeper Zishan thanking Rohit as he fumbled that delivery, which enabled the batter to try and get that single.
Now vision shipping. They are back in the game with that run out. For a moment, they thought that it was slipping away from them because of Abdullah Kayani's striking of the ball. They've got a new batter outside. And Sajjad Malook has bowled well. Into his third over, gave away only 13 runs so far.
That was brilliant bowling. Still getting that ball to move around. Jack Luffman still out there, 30 of 39 deliveries for him.
Nicely driven, beautifully driven. That's where a lot of Wanderers batters have struggled. When the ball was there to be hit, they chose to give away dot deliveries. But that was encouraging to see. 39 required are the last 5. A lot rests on the shoulders of Jack Luffman and his new partner Ben Quirk. 59 for 8.
$59 for 8. Ben Quirk taking strike. Ubaidullah brought back. 1 for 9 in his 2. He'll be looking to pick up a quick wicket here. Try and close this game. 39 required in 30 balls. Last 5 overs. Ben Quirk will be looking to get his senior partner and his skipper on strike. That's played off the stumps. Risky shot, but gets his skipper back on.
Yeah, it's up to Jack Luffman now. The senior man, the skipper, he's been out there for a long time, has seen all sorts of things happening out there. It's been on the side of luck as well for himself. He needs to now make use of those opportunities, make use of those chances, put this game to rest. Still 38 runs seems a long way away with just a couple of wickets in hand. If there's anyone out there who can do it, it's that man. Ubaidullah being brought back into the attack.
Coming round the wicket and he's bowled him. That was the wicket they wanted, and Ubaidullah smartly changes the angle. Gets a change in the field as well. Gets that fine leg towards long leg. Gets that ball to swing in, and beautiful delivery to clean him up.
And with that, I think this game is done and dusted for the Dubai Wanderers. What a delivery. He saw it full coming into him. Thought it's a good opportunity to try and go big, but he misses the line completely. That ball angling into him and through the gate onto the stumps. Jack Luffman, well, he tried and tried, but he just couldn't hang on. And the 9th wicket falls for the Dubai Wanderers. Vision Shipping have been nothing short of brilliant tonight with the ball. 60 for 9.
Avinash Karia, new man, last man, number 11. He's bowled wonderfully today, Avinash Karia. He'll want to replicate that kind of performance with the bat. 38 seems like 88 at this point. Ubaidullah. What a ball he's bowled to get Jack Luffman. Right on the stumps. This is good bowling by Ubaidullah. Attacking the stumps. He needs to attack the stumps. Doesn't need to do anything out of the ordinary. Just bowl wicket to wicket. These are two tail-enders batting, so there's always a chance that they'll miss one. If he can get that ball to slightly move away, he'll put doubts in the batter's mind, and this time again he's wrapped on the pads, but I think there was an inside edge that saved him because it has hit Avinash on the half volley right in front of the stumps. 60 for 9. Unbelievable performance by Vision Shipping. Courtesy some extraordinary swing bowling by Danish. Beautifully bowled, and I chipped that towards mid-on, but Ikram just slightly lazy getting to the ball. Avinash gets off the mark, gets Ben Quirk on strike. Final ball of the 16th over.
Well, if they're going to just push around like this, then I'm afraid the job won't be done. You've lost 9 wickets. Nobody expects you to win this game for you. You might as well just try and get those big shots out. Maybe a 6 here and there will just work in favour. Look to do that, but that ball angled away. It's the 16th over in progress, and is still finding movement to Ubaidullah. Brilliant stuff from Vision Shipping. 61 for 9.
Sajjad Malook to bowl his final over. Beautifully bowled. What a ball.
A 1 for 14 in 3. And these bowlers of Vision Shipping, despite bowling almost 17 overs already, they're still finding a bit of movement off this track. This is some good stuff. Again, we keep reminding you they're missing their frontline bowlers, but these men have done more than a decent job here tonight. Pushed away past that point fielder. Third man is in place. Will he be able to cut it off? No chance. So a boundary there to Ben Quirk. And they move on to 65. 33 required of 22. In fact, that was Avinash who hit that for a boundary.
Well, the tail is still wagging. 33 and 22. This is well played. Guided it wide of that third man fielder. Sajjad Malook just needs to be closer to the stumps. He's bowled that outside off stump. Needs to bowl that Yorker that he's so famous for.
You haven't seen an effort delivery from him. Generally see that either a bouncer or a Yorker coming from him every once in a while. Yeah, again, just floating it up there. No real effort in it. It'll be another dot ball. Ali Abid has marshaled his troops brilliantly tonight in the absence of their regular skipper. And he's done well with the bowling changes, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been spot on. Got Mohammad Nadeem to bowl and so he wasn't in any sort of rhythm. Changed him straight away. Got Ikram to bowl an over and Ikram didn't look very threatening. Changed him straight away. So he's got his thinking cap on. He's been captaining the D20 side, the Abu Dhabi side as well. So he's very experienced in terms of captaining a side.
Yeah, of course, he's got a lot of experience in the format, playing in these conditions, knows his players very well. So obviously has all the qualities and the attributes needed for a captain. This one's pushed towards mid-on. That should be another single. So these two batters are showing much better intent than some of the top order batters. Had they had this earlier on, they've been much different.
We keep talking about intent and how important it is. Very evident here tonight. And this low scoring encounter. So always a lot of runs out in the field, but it's just a matter of how positive your mindset is as a batter.
Last ball of the over. This has gone high up in the air. Who's getting underneath it? It's the skipper. We just spoke about how well he's captained his team, and quite fittingly, he takes the last catch to end the misery of Dubai Wanderers. 97 runs scored by the Vision Shipping. We thought they bowled brilliantly, but the Dubai Wanderers, Vision Shipping said, hang on, we can do better what the men in pink can do because we are the darker shade of pink. We are in red. Brilliant bowling, all out for 67, a low scoring thriller. Love these games.
What a game. What a performance by Vision Shipping. Winning by 30 runs, that's a big margin in a normal encounter as well. But in a low total, this is an absolute cracker of a game. What a performance by Danish Qureshi. He's picked up 4 wickets for just 8 runs. Ubaidullah with that brilliant catch. Sajjad Malook bowling 4 overs brilliantly and taking an absolutely stunning catch. Unbelievable victory here for Vision Shipping. Dubai Wanderers, in the meanwhile, will need to go back to the drawing board and have a chat. Maybe they left Abdullah Kayani a little too late. Maybe he should have come in place of Ben Wilgos. Well, there's a lot of maybes. That's the batting card again. Nothing we can talk about. Abdullah Kayani at the bottom with 12 of 8. And Jack Luffman batting at number 3, captaining the side, 30 for him today with 3 boundaries. But the rest of the batters were just blown away, courtesy some brilliant swing bowling by Danish Qureshi and company. And then unbelievable fielding effort by these boys as well. Again, they weren't fielding their full side. Shahbaz Ali was rested, carrying a niggle. Rohit Khan wasn't played. So in spite of not having their full side, they've still managed to defend a small total. Tells you about the talent that these boys possess. That's the bowling card again. 4 overs, 4 wickets, 8 runs for Danish Qureshi. Ubaidullah, 3 overs, 2 wickets for 11 runs. Awais Sarfraz, 1 for 9. Sajjad Malook, 2 for 20. Unbelievable performance. Well, don't go anywhere. We've got the post-match presentation in just a minute with Samir. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony of what has been a low-scoring thriller here at the ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League. The match between TVSL and Dubai Wanderers is what we are here to present. Before we begin, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their brilliant support towards this tournament. Our tournament organizer, this venue, the ICCA Academy. Our streaming partner, Fan Code, where you are catching all the action live. The support sponsor, 7 District, and of course our podcast partner, Creek Express. This match, TVSL, after having batted first, made only 97 runs. They were all out by some brilliant bowling from the Dubai Wanderers. However, in reply, the Dubai Wanderers only made 67, and in the end, TVSL, for their reputation, managed to win that game by 30 runs. A big margin in a low-scoring thriller. I've got Mr. Akbar Ali, our match referee, alongside me to give away the Player of the Match award for his brilliant bowling up front with the new ball for TVSL. 4 overs, 8 runs and 4 wickets. It is none other than Danish Qureshi. Brilliantly bowled by him. Made full use of the new white ball in conditions that were certainly helpful here at the ICC Academy. There you go. That's the award being given away by Mr. Akbar. Danish, एक ही सवाल पूछूंगा आपसे. 97 पे ऑल आउट हो गए थे. ड्रेसिंग रूम में क्या बात हो रही थी? बॉलिंग में प्लान क्या था आपका?
जी बिल्कुल प्रेशर था, थोड़ा सा लो स्कोर था हमारा, टारगेट बहुत थोड़ा था, बट स्टम्प्स में बॉल करने का प्लान था क्योंकि विकेट को यूज़ करना था. उन्होंने भी इस तरह टारगेट बॉलिंग की थी, हमने भी स्टम्प्स में बॉल किया तो इसलिए विकेट हमें मिल गया अर्ली ऑन.
बहुत मुबारक और all the best for the next few matches.
Thank you so much.
That's Danish Qureshi, the player of the match from this encounter of the ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League. We'll be back tomorrow for yet another brilliant match. Until then, it's goodbye and good night from all of us here at the ICC Academy.